Today we are going to compare this $7,000 simulator to a $1,000 setup. What's different, what's the same, and what's best for your situation? We're going to cover it all today. Let's get into it. Welcome to our $7,000 simulator setup. Pretty easy to set up. Get a friend to do it. You'll be done in like an hour or two. Skytrak has been solid. The mat, really nice. This is held up well. And I'm running this on an iPad because I don't have a PC. This is just one package. You don't have to think about it. You can go on Skytrak's website, buy this whole thing. It's $7,000, or there's a discount code, and then it's less than that. Golf Science Lab, use that. Now, we don't have a $1,000 one set up yet. We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna go back to back so we can hit one here and then turn around, hit one there. See the differences and which one's right for you. There we go. This way up, fragile. We're gonna use the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. We're at $900 for this setup. I'm a little bit nervous about hitting with some windows here in front of me, I'll be honest, huh? Oh yeah. Ooh, almost hit the bullseye. That ball return is actually really nice. I chatted with the guy that invented this, and this was his goal. It's like, how do you innovate a net? Well, you make it easier so the ball comes back versus just dropping down. It is cool, I'll be honest, it is nice. Solid. That one was carry 157. That average is adjusting as we go. All right, so one of the most practical things that I think everyone should be doing with a setup like this is figuring out your dispersion pattern, right? What's your carry distance? How far left and right are your shots going? What's your average? So that when you get out and play, you know that critical data. My first one was a timid swing, so it's shorter, so I was bringing it down a little bit, but let's hit one more and then jump to the Skytrak. Oh, that was a miss. A little bit left and low. So we've got 154 average carry. That is super handy to see. I've hit 6 shots to 155-yard target distance. Hit the target 83% of the time. Average proximity 32 feet. So we've got our average proximity and we've got the average carry yardage of 154. That is really slick. That's a good setup here. So honestly, I know that's really simple, but those two items, you have a $1,000, less than $1,000 setup. And literally you can do everything because this integrates the Rapsodo with Awesome Golf, E6, so you can do all of your simulator stuff. You can't do putting, but everything else. Oh boy. That one's going right. Don't do it. Okay. We are going right. Bit of a cut. So average carry 156. We have 155, 154 on the Rapsodo. So that is pretty close, right? Obviously with this, I mean, you've got all your info because you can look at your ball, the flight info, and then you've got your club, right? So what was the issue that I was having with? Face to target was to the right. Everything was pointed right on this average. I don't know what it was. I honestly think I was hitting it straight over there because there's a window to the right. So are both of these useful for that task of, hey, I need to get my average yardages? Yes, absolutely. You're gonna be able to accomplish that with both of them. Obviously, you're gonna get way more data here with this, and their software is super easy to use and kind of follow on the Skytrak than what I've seen with the Rapsodo. All right, now we're to the part of the show where we're gonna do the direct comparison. So I've got both these pulled up. We should have both on screen. Let's hit a few shots. All right, and a good solid shot like that. Just something to note is the Rapsodo is coming out left, farther left than the Skytrak, as you can see. That's because sometimes it's a little tricky to get them lined up exactly at the same thing. And I've been doing that for the last 5 minutes, trying to get them the same. So we got ball speed of 113 on the Rapsodo, 120 on the Skytrak, club head speed 88 versus 85. That's close. Launch angle 18 on here, 20 on there. What's the big one here? Carry 152, carry 163. So we've got quite a bit of difference there. This is saying carry of 157. This is saying a carry of 162. Okay, we tightened it up. Ball speed 118, ball speed 122. Interesting, right? We've got a bit of differences. Another shot, this one went right. See, for this testing, I'm just showing you, I can hit it left and right. Let's look at the big number. This is saying carry of 150, this is saying carry of 157. So we've got a bit of discrepancy going on right now between our carry numbers. I couldn't tell you which one is, you know, like if we were gonna choose one, what is it actually? I don't know. Got a 148 carry, we got 153 carry on here. Okay, now we're closer. The last two have been within 5. We're okay with that, I think. You know, a lot of what I think folks should be doing probably during the off season is hitting shots, working on technique. You're working on tightening up dispersion patterns, you're playing some different games with your launch monitor. And that can definitely be done in a net. If you're like, hey, I really want to dive into the simulator thing. I want to be playing holes. I want to be, you know, hanging out with friends, having them over, playing some rounds of golf. This is just next level. It's so much fun. Like the kids love it. People that don't play golf love coming over. It becomes kind of like a hub around the house of something to do when folks come over, or just, you know, every evening coming down and hitting some shots. I don't think that would happen if all we had was a kind of net setup. So something to think about as you're trying to make a choice between, do I invest more or stick with a more budget setup? Let's go over some other features. So in Skytrak, you've got some games, closest to the pin, target practice, longest drive. These are really fun. I'll hop in there quite a bit to do like target practice or something to really focus me at the end of a practice session. Those are nice. The game improvement bag mapping tool, I did a video on that with the folks over at Golf Tech once. And when I went through that with Nick Clearwater over there, it's super clear. It's so nice to go through that. So these are other valuable things inside Skytrak. And then let's talk simulation quickly. So inside the Skytrak app, there's no simulation, but you plug into E6, WGT, those third-party apps, and it works really seamlessly. And then if you have a PC, you can do GS Pro. I don't, so I haven't been able to do that, but lots of options there. You do putting, the full 9 yards, and with this whole setup, it's legit, right? You feel like you're in a $50,000 like built studio when you have an enclosure like this. So that is all really good. Let's look at some of the other features in the Rapsodo. Okay, so features in here, you've got practice, combines, courses, range, speed. Speed is new, that's nice. You can do your swing speed training. You can't do that on the Skytrak, so that is a good feature, I like that. The range is new, and that's what I was using earlier when we took a look at kind of hitting shots on the Rapsodo. One of my favorite things about Rapsodo is these combines they do. They're simple, quick, customizable, easy to do. I actually really enjoy running combines on here and getting that data, because you can do it out on the range, you can do it inside, lots of good kind of data from that. So what I would say about the features of this is there are definitely less, but they're also, I mean, I like the quality of these. The combine, even though we're missing some of the other ones, it's really nice. It's a great spot to test yourself at the end of a practice session and get some good data. The question is, what are the practical differences you're gonna notice? You're gonna focus on things like club head speed and ball speed, launch angle, launch direction, all that kind of stuff, spin rate. The Skytrak, you're going to get path, you're gonna get face to target, and you're gonna get that club data, which if you're practicing and you're really working on something, having that is so useful, having that little graph that shows your club and how it moved through that shot as you make a swing change. So that's, for me, the biggest one you're gonna notice. So my favorite thing about the Skytrak is definitely the software here. Like, honestly, this is where you're gonna spend most of your time when you have one of these setups. And so for me, like, this is it. Having these optimization numbers, green, red, and this yellow color, so you know, like, how is that shot when it looks at these key factors. That's a big deal. I love seeing face to target and club path, like, super valuable knowing how that shot went for me. I like the software. It's pretty valuable, I think, when you're working in this mode, to have all of that data for you. Now, favorite thing about the Rapsodo is how portable it is. You can literally just go out to the course. You can go to the range. You throw it behind you, and you're good to go. Setting up on the tee shot so you actually see on-course tee shot data. I think it's really valuable. You can't do that with the Skytrak. It excels inside, limited space. This thing is gonna work. So that's like, those are the two favorite things. I think things to consider if going outside is important for you and you wanna take this out on the course with you, choose the Rapsodo. If you want the best absolute indoor experience, I think go with the Skytrak. I think both of these have a really good spot in the market. I think both deliver really good value for what they cost. And those are a few of the big things when you're thinking about making this purchase. So I hope you enjoyed this comparison. I would love your feedback if you have either of these setups, if you wish you would have gone for a higher end launch monitor, if you maybe bought the MLM2 Pro, or if you're like, hey, I have a setup like this and never use it. I'm really curious kind of what people think down below on some of that. And yeah, I think you should get it. My belief is every golfer needs a launch monitor with the prices they're coming down to, whether it's starting with, you know, Rapsodo has the original MLM, so affordable at this point. Pick one up, get started on that journey, and upgrade over time.